Hi, my name's Nick Tann and welcome to my Fresh Music Fix. Artists from around the world send me their music, I choose the songs I like the best and put them in a podcast to share with you. In this episode I'm playing tunes from Grete, Cronin and Archers, but I'm going to start with Madame Claude. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to love it. And we're back. Yes. We're back in the room, mate.
We've been in the room a long time.
We've been in the room for far too long. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to number 7. This is number 7. We're kind of getting the hang of it now. We're getting the hang of something. Anyway, let's talk about that track first of all, because that was a fantastic track. Now, we've played Madame Claude before.
Yes, we are big fans of Madame
Claude. We are
Claude.
very big fans of Madame Claude, all the way from Manchester. I thought you were going to have that.
Saddleworth, I think they come from.
I don't know where that was. There's a place
Saddleworth Moor.
Saddleworth Moor.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was a great crossover of cultures there.
Yeah, wasn't it?
It was sort of like the Indian, Turkish sort of like guitar stuff going, and then in comes the ska and the bass line drives it through the middle. I
can never remember what that comes from. That's a thing. that I played years ago. I did a thing at Glastonbury. I worked in an Indian instrument shop because I play a sitar, and they wanted me to come along and do some demoing. So I did that, and there's this little instrument that I can't describe it. I'm holding my hands in a ridiculous fashion, and you do this. You strum the string with your first finger, and you press the sides, and it goes.
Because I was wondering, I thought that poor guitarist, his hands must have been absolutely killing. Cause
we might have done that.
Constant.
How
many takes do you have to take for that?
It wouldn't be. That's not too difficult to do. We know. It's not too hard, but really good. It's funny because when I first heard it, I really loved it because I loved that sort of feel. And then when I was playing it again today, when we listened to it just now, because we listened to it live, and I thought, does this get a little bit annoying at all? And a
little bit repetitive.
You thought it was a bit too much?
Yeah, it went on a little bit too long for me.
Yeah,
loved it. But yeah, there needs to be a little break in it somewhere, just to change the style or change the rhythm somewhere along the line.
Yeah, maybe. I was going to say, it kind of did it for me. It was all right. I didn't think it was too much.
We were bopping around to it. It was a mover. It was a mover.
We were. But we have spent. Literally, I can't believe we spent the last 2.5 hours doing something. So, in an attempt to get more gearage, trackage, whatever it is, more people listening to the podcast. I took some advice from my good friend James, the not the bumbling, what did I call him? The rambling Canadian. If you've been listening to the podcast for this long, in Canada, because he's got a little bit of a podcast production thing he does, and I said, what have you got any advice I can get more people interested in the podcast? He said, get on your socials. Actually, he's not Australian. He said, get on your socials, get on your Instagram, and get on your TikToks and everything, all that sort of stuff, and just keep doing it. Just give it. Well, he said, keep doing it. Try it for a month. So I'm trying to work out the actual ins and outs of how we do it, and it took 2.5 hours, and I finally recorded a 34-second piece of stuff, video with audio. That's I put it on Instagram earlier on. I'll put it out on TikTok later on as well. But it took 2.5 hours. Now, that's not 2.5 hours sat in front of the same thing. That's 2.5 hours of, right, let's try it on this. Let's try doing it this way. No, that doesn't work. Let's try doing it that way. Oh, that's really good. Oh, yeah, but there's no audio. Oh, no. Why doesn't the audio work? Oh, no. Let's try it out on this. Oh, no.
It was fun.
It was all right. We weren't running. It wasn't. We weren't under any pressure to sort of do it in a particular time, so that was quite good. So we weren't rushing,
but we've worked it out now. So the next time should be easier.
So the intro I did for this episode today, that will crop up on our socials. Now, our socials aren't going to be like Is This Thing on Podcast before, not separate. It's all going to be under me, because it's just easier. I haven't got to keep logging in and out. So this podcast is everywhere now, pretty much, on YouTube as well. So it's on my YouTube shorts, etc., etc. So however you're listening, you're very, very welcome. Chris is here.
Yep.
Chris is here, and we've got
sun is shining.
The sun is shining through the window, burning out my retina as I sit at this desk.
On Nick's face.
It is. And I'm wearing one of my favourite shirts, and which you'll see in the on the socials, because I'm going to try using my different shirts, because I'm really into a shop, a company called Fix. So I'm going to put them in. I'm going to put them into the
show shirts.
Show shirts. I've got show shirts.
And I've got your show boots on.
My show boots. My show boots.
Show boating in his show boots.
Oh, they are. Yeah, Jeffrey West boots. They are, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, let me play. And so someone else who we played in the podcast before is Grete, and this is a fantastic track. This is called Different, and you're going to love it.
Hearing your voice louder than before doesn't make me feel more. Seeing your face, one that I adore, doesn't do it anymore.
The depth of that song.
Oh, wow.
The headphones were...
It was just gorgeous. What a track. Well done, Grete. Well done. That's beautiful. We've got the first bit, we've got a little bit, the Sade bit. Is it Sade? I'm sure there's bits of Sade in there.
Yeah.
And that was just fantastic. And then when it moves a little bit, I think it's after about in the second part when she does the first repeat, there's a kind of, it starts off nice and simply, and then you've got that little bit where there's a little bit of extra reverb comes in, a little bit of extra something comes in, and then there was something else, and then you went, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, come on.
Get that in your lug holes.
Come on.
Great depth. And she produces her music as well, which I really love.
Did she produce that as well?
Yeah, she's a producer
mate.
as well. So, I hope she's a producer. I hope she does her own stuff because she's done a brilliant job on that.
It's just fantastic.
There was a lovely bit of tinkling going on in that break, wasn't there? But you're trying to listen to that. What's going on? So I can just hear something there. Is somebody deliberately playing that little bit of tinkle in the back there? Lovely.
And I did something I very, very rarely do. Is when I first got this track, I listened to it and I just thought, this is so good. I actually emailed her back straight away and said, this is fantastic. And I've done that half a dozen times. But yeah, what a track. Beautiful. Well done.
Yeah, catch up on all of her stuff, because everything we've played from her, 4 or 5 tracks we've most probably done, all been really cool.
Yeah, all been top. So she must be doing some touring. So hopefully people are going to start using people are starting to use the website more. I've noticed this week actually, we've had some bits and pieces in. So have a look at the website. And hopefully she'll respond and say where she's playing, because everyone's starting to tour now. It's that time of the year where people are going, oh yeah, we've got some gigs to do. Fantastic. Beautiful. Anyway, as a little bit of I wouldn't say palate cleanser, but something a little bit different, listen to this. This is Archers and Never Enough.
In your kiss, you won't convince. Since my mind has been made
See, I love that.
I know.
How do you know?
Because just the way we were reacting. There was not a lot of movement from us. We were concentrating on that.
Yeah.
So it was sort of solid, punchy, but it was melodic as well.
It was
places,
really good.
wasn't it?
Really, really good. I mean, there's lots of music like that around. It's not like they're not sort of like carving a new, ploughing a new furrow.
Yeah.
But it was just done really well.
Yeah. Been going 10 years, so they know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
That kick drum was going like a good machine gun in that.
Love it.
Yeah, great stuff that was.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's got great strong vocals with it.
Yes, because I looked at you and I said, it's not shouty, which is good. And then it went 3 quarters. But that was because a lot of that is just shouty all the time. It became too difficult for me to listen to.
Too shouty for you.
Yeah, but his vocal was really strong.
It's on point, wasn't it? On point.
Yeah. You said they're coming to London, didn't you?
They are. Hang on a minute. Let me have a little look. I was looking at a few different things. Wisconsin's Archers. Never Enough rock metal, that's good. It's called Never Enough. They're playing Download Festival. I don't know where Download Festival is. And then there's Bristol are playing Exchange. This is in June the 16th. June the 18th they're playing London at the Black Heart, and they're on tour in the US with Catch Your Breath throughout February and March. Are they probably? Do they talk like that? Hi, we're archers.
What, from Wisconsin? I'm sure we don't speak like that in Wisconsin.
They don't speak like that.
We don't know, but
I've got an aunt that speaks like that. I don't see it very often. She might be in Wisconsin. I'm not too sure. Anyway, we're going to end off with something. Not going to end off. Our last track's going to be from Cronin. This is quite amazing. I'm going to play the whole thing. Not an awful lot happens in the first few seconds, but I'm going to play it anyway because it's very atmospheric. So headphones on, okay, settle back and listen to this. This is Cronin and Overlooking Paris.
Spend my days with you. Overlooking Paris in a city made for two. Overlooking Paris, you held my heart like a chalice. Overlooking Paris, I spend my days with you. Overlooking Paris, I spend my time with you. Overlooking Paris, in a city made for two. Overlooking Paris, you held my heart like a chalice. Overlooking Paris, I spend my days with you. Overlooking Paris, I spend my time with you. Overlooking Paris, in a city made for two.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Ooh, you like? Excellent. That
That
great
was
track.
Cronin. It was sort of swinging 60s, wasn't it? They said
Kind of,
it's their
yeah,
James
yeah.
Bond theme.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get that in there, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And they recorded it in France as well.
Did they?
Yeah,
Oh.
so it's called Overlooking Paris.
It's funny because they do mention Serge Gainsbourg in their bio.
Oh, right.
I'm a massive Serge fan. I had a period of my life when I was hanging out with a guy called Mike Benner, a great guitarist, and we were in this band. I can't remember what we called the band, and it's one of those bands that never got going. It never got, like, they actually had a contract with Virgin. This is a million years ago, and he was massively into Serge, and he had a gorgeous French girlfriend, and so we listened to. He actually lived in Teddington, but we lived in Teddington. No, I lived in Richmond.
Not quite as romantic.
Not quite as romantic, but yeah, fantastic. Well, great track. It took me a bit of a couple of listens actually, because I thought when I listened to it first of all, I thought I let it sit with me, because it's produced really well and it's got a lot of atmosphere to it, and I was just wondering, is it kind of style over substance? Is there enough in there? And there's just about enough, I think. Yeah. Because what do you take out of it?
The swinging
Overlooking Paris, na 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 na, and that's kind of enough. I'd have liked a bit more of something. I don't know. There's a lot of I mean, it is beautifully stylistic. I think Steve Lamacq played it, and he said there were elements of Neil Diamond in it, and it's like, do you know what? I can kind of hear that.
I'm struggling with that. But.
You might be, but I was reading that while I was listening to it, a particular Neil Diamond part, and I thought, maybe that's it. But yeah, there's enough there to keep me interested. But there's a lot of other interesting things about them, and we can tell you about the link with Johnny Depp and with Shane McGowan, and we'll mention all that in the show notes.
Perfect.
You got to read the show notes, everybody, because we put an awful lot of effort into them, and because there's an awful lot of hassle. We do a lot of hassly stuff in the background. Doing this
is great.
It's like falling off a log. It's easy. We just listen to music and go, oh, that was good, wasn't it? And sort of say nice things about it. All the other stuff in the background that you might think, like when you see this 30-second bit of video. Seriously, when you see this 30
I should
second
have done the outtake, shouldn't I? Really?
Well,
that would have been an hour.
It's a bloody film, that is. But honestly, all the stuff that goes into it, and it's not just getting this words wrong and stuff like that. It's like, this memory card doesn't work. We were going to do it on GoPro, and the memory card wasn't working. Well, why wasn't the memory cards always work? But for this one moment we need it, it's like, it's not going to work now.
Oh, and now it's in fisheye.
Yeah, why is it in fisheye? Why can't I see it of this? And then, why is the sound rubbish? The sound's always good with GoPros. It's, no, it's not. It was awful. And let's try it with it, and then,
anyway,
so...
The clothes peg came to the rescue.
The clothes pegs came to the rescue in the end. And, So, anyway, thanks, Chris, for coming along today. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thank you, everybody, for sending your fantastic music in. Keep on doing it. We've got loads more tunes to play. I've got some amazing stuff that's been sent in recently. Everybody's out on tour. We're going to see people. I bought tickets to go and see a jazz band later on in next month in Winchester, which is going to be fantastic. And I'll tell you a little bit about that later on. Anyway, thank you. I love you all very much. Goodbye.